Introduction. The Battle of Magnesia took place during the Roman-Seleucid War, with the Roman Republic and the Kingdom of Pergamon facing the Seleucid army. After setting up camps near Magnesia ad Scipio, the armies tried to provoke each other for several days. Eventually, Eumenes disrupted the Seleucid left flank, and Antiochus' cavalry triumphed on the right. However, the Seleucid center collapsed before reinforcement, resulting in an estimated 10,000 casualties for the Seleucids and 5,000 for the Romans. The Roman-Pergamene alliance achieved a decisive victory, leading to the Treaty of Apamea and the end of Seleucid control in Asia Minor. Background. Following his campaigns in Bactria and India, Antiochus formed an alliance with Philip V of Macedon to conquer Ptolemaic territories. Victorious in the Fifth Syrian War, he secured Coele Syria and targeted coastal Ptolemaic possessions. In 196 BC, Antiochus attacked cities held by the Attalid dynasty, prompting Smyrna and Lampsacus to seek Roman protection. Talks failed, leading to tensions over territorial disputes. The Aetolian League incited revolt against Rome, with Antiochus openly opposing them. War broke out, with the Romans and their Macedonian allies countering Antiochus' gains. The Battle of Thermopylae ended in a devastating defeat for Antiochus. The Roman fleet triumphed in the Battle of Corycus, and in subsequent battles, the Seleucids lost control of the Aegean Sea. Antiochus withdrew, offering concessions, but the Romans aimed to crush the Seleucids. The forces involved were estimated to be around 30,000 Romans and 72,000 Seleucids, with elephants on both sides. The Seleucid army was organized into wings, while the Romans had a more flexible formation. The Battle of Magnesia determinedly turned the tide in favor of the Romans, leading to Antiochus' withdrawal and the end of Seleucid control in Asia Minor. Battle. The Battle of Magnesia was fought between the Romans and the Seleucids in either December 190 BC or January 189 BC. The Romans advanced towards Thyatira but found the Seleucids had moved to Magnesia ad Scipio. The two armies faced each other for several days without engaging. The Romans positioned themselves strategically near the Phrygios and Hermos rivers to limit the Seleucid cavalry's effectiveness. The battle began when the Romans launched an attack on the Seleucid left flank, causing chaos and retreat. On the Seleucid right flank, Antiochus led an unsuccessful attack, and the Roman infantry rallied after initially retreating. The Seleucid phalanx held its ground but eventually broke formation and dispersed. Antiochus retreated to Sardis while the Romans looted his camp. Aftermath. The defeat of Antiochus at Magnesia marked the decline of the Macedonian phalanx in Hellenistic warfare. Thousands of Seleucid soldiers perished, while the Romans suffered relatively few casualties. Antiochus, upon learning of Seleucus' survival, headed to Apamea to meet him. The defeat led to the surrender of various cities to the Romans. Antiochus sought a truce and agreed to abandon his claims on western lands, pay a war indemnity, and hand over notable enemies of Rome. The Romans proceeded to subjugate Asia Minor and punish Antiochus' allies, initiating the Galatian War and suppressing rebellions in mainland Greece. Peace talks resulted in territorial redistributions, guarantees of independence for pro-Roman city-states, withdrawal of Seleucid troops, and other concessions. The Treaty of Apamea was signed in 188 BC, solidifying the terms.